How do you get your tone? Could you do a tour of your gear and how you use it? Sure. Let's start from the guitars. For my heavy rhythm tones I use these two Les Pauls. They are basically identical, just one of them is set up for thicker strings and tuning slower than drop C. I think it has 13 to 65s on it, and the other one is 10 to 52s, and I use it for standard drop D, drop C sharp, and sometimes drop C tunings. And both of them have stock 496, 498 pickups. Now for my signal chain, it's half analog, half digital. So this is obviously my analog part. This is my preamp by R&R Amplification. It's a local manufacturer. You've probably seen some reviews of it on Fluff's channel, and I believe there is an old review on Rob Chapman's channel as well. So if you don't know what a preamp is, it's basically a tube head without all the watts. So you cannot drive a guitar cabinet with it, at least directly, but you can record into your interface directly from it. So that's what I do. And it has 3 channels. One of them is clean and other 2 are dirty. So one of them is really low gain grunge Marshall style channel, and the other one is another one is basically a rectifier, or at least it sounds very close to it. And the other important part of my signal chain is this overdrive pedal. Again, local manufacturer, you've probably never heard about it, but it's basically Tube Screamer knockoff, really good quality. And you've probably noticed that I use quite unorthodox settings on it, because Tube Screamer usually have their gain on the all the way down, but I always look for a sweet spot, and at the moment this is how it works for me the best. So, and and it goes into my Focusrite 2i2 interface. And let's go and see my digital part. So this is the digital part of my signal chain, and before I start, let me show you how the my preamp sounds without any processing. So clearly it's not the nicest tone you ever heard, and that's because there is no power amp, cabinet, microphone, etc. in the signal chain, and the sound is raw, incomplete, and etc. So to compensate for that, I use cabinet impulses, and without a cabinet, and with the cabinet impulse, it sounds like that. So, if you don't know what a cap impulse is basically a quite accurate snapshot of a real cabinet and a microphone. Well, also a power amplifier and mic preamp and the whole signal chain, but basically it's all about the cabinet and the microphone. So at the moment I use Glenn Fricker Impulse Pack by Rosen Digital, I think it's called, and I've used it for like 3 weeks, I think. It's just because it literally came out 3 weeks ago, so it's pretty new. And before that I used RedWirez impulses for about 3 or 4 years, I think. And it's basically the same but different. It's older and it doesn't sound as good as the new stuff. So yeah, and also I have a EQ in the chain. It's called subtractive EQ, and the purpose of this is to get rid of some annoying frequencies in your guitar tone. Let me show you how it works. I'll play it with the EQ, and halfway down the track I just disable it, and I think you'll notice them right away. So so if you want to learn how to do that, how to find those frequencies and how it all works, I suggest you watch a video by Joey Sturgis. It's called I don't remember how it's called, so I'll put the link in somewhere on the screen so you can watch it. Actually there will be a small suggested bar in your video. So anyway, check it out. And what else? You've probably noticed I don't have any other EQs to shape my tone and make some drastic differences. It's because if I want a different tone, I just grab a different cabinet. Let me show you. Yeah. So as you've seen, I just replaced the Marshall cabinet with the Mesa cabinet, and it sounded different because, well, it's different cabinets, and so all of the cabinets have very different tones, and that's what I do instead of using a EQ, just because if you have a collection of different cabinet impulses, I think you don't really need a lot of EQ. Yeah, and what else? Oh yeah, I wanted to show you some tone samples, some different tones that I use. So this one is my crunch channel. Sorry, the crunch channel on my preamp with a pedal. I think you heard it already. And this is how it sounds without the pedal with the same settings. Yeah, it has really low gain. Actually, it's cranked all the way up, but it's basically crunch, so you don't have a lot of gain. But if you put a pedal in front of it, which sounds like that, and combined this pedal in front of this kind of settings on the channel, sounds like that. Again, many people use their overdrive pedals without actually using overdrive on them, so they are just basically a clean boost. But I use it like that. I think it just sounds better. And another sample, I think, is my high gain channel with a pedal. So more fat, more round, I think, but at the same time less clear, a bit more boxy. So recently I've using just my grunge channel instead of high gain, just for the sake of clarity, and it just works better in a mix. So again, this is the high gain channel with same settings but without the pedal. And the pedal, the same settings as with the grunge channel. So, and combined it makes that tone. Yeah, and the last example is a high gain channel without the pedal, but with actually enough gain to, well, work without the pedal. And that's with the pedal. So it's even more round, even more fat, and for me it doesn't work for the rhythm tone really. I use it a lot for lead parts, for soloing, because it just works fine that way. But for the rhythm tones, it's either the grunge channel with the overdrive pedal, or high gain channel with overdrive pedal. What is it? Yeah, this one. So that's it. Yeah. If you have any questions, you know what to do. And thanks for watching. See ya.